Ross with you. I'm here at the MG showroom in Azeba. And as you can see, I'm standing next to a very beautiful looking car. It's MG's all-new Cyberster. It's an electric vehicle. And let's talk to the people who drove this car all the way from the UK to Oman. Let's get into it. Welcome to Oman, guys.
Thank you very much for having us.
So, from what I've heard, you guys are British-born adventurers, right? It must feel good to be known as adventurers.
It is actually really good. I remember the first time we had normal jobs in the UK and we were always wanting to try and find an excuse to get out into the outdoors and go off and discover something new together. And eventually we turned our passion into our job, so we're very lucky.
Wow, and now from what I've heard that you've been traveling from the UK all the way to Shanghai, right?
We are currently on day about 104 of our journey of about 170 days towards Shanghai.
So tell me about this project. I mean, yes, it sounds a lot of fun. You guys have been traveling around, discovering, exploring new places. But on the flip side, it must take a lot of planning and a lot of dedication to do this, right?
Yeah, lots of planning, lots of dedication. We're just the people who are driving the car. There's a huge support team of cameramen, crew, support drivers. So yeah, it's really marking the 100th anniversary, 100-year anniversary, should we say,
Right.
of MG Motors, and also launching the Cyberster. And what better way to do it than showcasing it all the way from London, across Europe, across the GCC, and across Asia towards Beijing.
So tell me about the car, the specs and the driving impressions, and how long does it take to charge this thing, and how long can you run it for, all that stuff.
Whoa, why don't we take
Okay, so we've got Hugo and Ross. Ross or Hugo? What's going on here?
Hugo and Ross.
Hugo and Ross. Hugo and Ross. All right. So who's going to answer, Hugo or Ross?
I'll do a few
All
stats.
right.
So I think the best stats are scissor doors, which are really eye-catching.
Rolling.
And we've also got 0 to 60 in around 2.8 seconds with both of us in the car in track mode. We've got under 3 seconds, so the 2.8 is definitely realistic.
Right.
And it's got a range, have you spoken about
No.
range of 550 kilometers if you're driving it economically. On the trip that we've been doing, we've been having a lot of fun, so we haven't been getting that range, but it's a dual motor. The boot is big enough to fit all of our kit and clothing in, and there's enough room for both of us. We're 6'2", you're about 6'2".
I'm 6'1" actually.
6'1", okay, so plenty of room.
But I feel like you guys are way taller than me at 6'2". I mean, wow.
But we've spent nearly 3 months in it, and it's super comfortable. I don't have the best back,
Right.
so I
Welcome to the club. Hey, me too.
so I don't have a good back, but it's just so comfortable. There's been no niggles or pains or aches driving the car, so yeah, really comfortable.
And what about the back? And because we're going to take some beauty shots, of course, but from what I've heard from the Turner twins, that the back of the car is like an eye catcher. Like if you look at it from the back, it looks very futuristic. As a matter of fact, even from the front, it looks pretty good. Look at the wheels. It looks aerodynamic, pretty well balanced. And what about the curves? How's it on curves and turns?
It's even better on the curves and turns because it's four-wheel drive. When you put your foot down in most modes, it's about 60% power delivery to the rear wheels and 40 to the front. So it grips, it eats the road, it wants to pull itself round. So that there's no understeer, oversteer that we've experienced.
Oh, okay.
But
All right.
it's only just being launched in various countries.
No oversteer as well? I mean,
So
on
they've
the
told
all-wheel
us
drive?
not to go and kind of put your foot down. So what we found is it's really grippy. I think if we're lucky enough to get this on a track and have a big run over, then we'll probably start putting our foot down and find out where it does give. But from what we've experienced, it eats the roads up.
And apart from the car, you guys are going to be taking a journey around Oman. To Nizwa and a few other beautiful cities. So what are you guys looking forward to? What is Hugo and Ross looking forward to? I mean, of course, you have an agenda, you have a plan you have to follow, but what are you guys looking forward to?
I think what I'm looking forward to in Oman is just meeting the people. We've had the best welcome that we've had in every country.
We're known for that.
Any country, there's 19 countries, this is by far the best welcome we've had. And seeing the mountains, we've been in the desert for a good week and a half now, so looking at the mountains and the coast is just going to be something will be really enjoyable.
All right, and my last question. According to Turner twins, Hugo and Ross right here, do you guys think that electric engines are the future?
Yes, obviously people are a little skeptical about range, charging, all of those things. But if you do have a slight worry about electric car, or buying an electric car, go and test drive one. They are the most fun, they are super easy, comfortable, and the performance is way beyond what you think a normal car can do.
500 kilometers on a 45-minute charge, right?
Yeah.
That sounds fancy. Anyway, guys, thank you so much. I hope you guys have a pleasant stay in Oman. And if you guys need anything, let me know, but only post 10 a.m. because that's when I wake up. All right? See you guys. Good luck. All right. See ya. You heard it from the twins. Now it is time for them to go and have lunch, and it's time for me to go back to the office, but not before I shut the door.